one of you. So I will be mute a lot of time, right? We can put another sessions on the weekend. Okay, that's cool by me because my cybersecurity trainings is now I'm now free on Fridays actually. So for Saturday I still have a session and Sunday for now until I start another boot camp, right? I need money. Please, anybody who has money should give to me. We need money to run our programs. So and so the task I give you all now is that you should create a simple instance, right? And in that instance, I want you to install Nginx as a web server, okay? And then point to the access, the log files, that's all. So point me to the log files. So that's what I want you all to do collectively. So you're working as a team. Data analytics, I used to do data analytics before, but it became everywhere. So when I tell people the amount they are going to pay for a private training, they usually compare it to general training. So I just let it slide. You understand? So I rather give you materials where you can go and you can watch the videos, watch resources and learn. But for me to do the training, nah. But if I see someone that's willing to pay and wants to do the data analytics training, yeah, I usually do it. I've done it before several times. I did a bootcamp on it last, I think, was it 2023? Yes, 2023. Yeah, I partner with the government to do it. Okay, so guys, I'm waiting for you. Please just interact and I'll be mute now, so you guys can spin up the instance and create the web server. Please, I will be glad if you all can interact, okay? Either on the comment section or vocally so that we can all hear you, all right? Thank you so much. No, Hola is not here. Hola is not here. Mr. Abdul was here now. Okay, Mr. Abale, we'll talk about it later, okay? We will. And I'm saying that, are you saying something? If you are, we can't hear you. Or I don't know if you're still there. Who's sharing screen? Hold on, let me see. Let me confirm who is sharing. Please, who's sharing their screen? Is it Madam Saidat or somebody else? Let me know, please.
I thought you guys could hear me. Someone else has to share because I'm in the boys' room. Okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's okay. Any other person? The credentials has been shared on the chat. It's just for you to get the, what is it called? The links there and then share your screen and spin it up. Anybody? Guys, we've spent more than 30 minutes.
What up, bro? I'm doing something in the background.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm doing something in the background.
For me, I'm always excited to do things like this, right? Even if I'm not the one answering all the questions, I want to even share my screen because the more I type it, the more hands-on experience I'm getting. Trust me. You'll get to know if your Linux skills is rusty or not. You get to know if you are typing it correctly. You improve your speed. You understand? The more you do these things, the faster you become, right?
Okay, let me share my screen.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. Abdul Wasir. Thank you.
Right, EC2.
So the first step is just to simply spin up an EC2 instance and have a web server running on it. That's all. I want to believe that every one of you here can set up a simple EC2 instance running Apache web server. You know that apart from Nginx web server, we also have Nginx Apache web server, right? I want to believe that everybody here can do so.
So are we using Linux or Ubuntu?
Yeah, let's use Ubuntu. Or whichever one.
Don't set up a keeper.
Okay, that's fine.
Should I set up a keeper?
Yeah, that's fine, in case you need to.
So should we set up should we give the commands from here, or should we just set it up then install the...
I think we should just set it up there. So it will be faster.
Yeah. Alright, so what's this? Hash. I think exclamation, right? Bin bar
Ash
bin
exclamation, bin,
bin bash, right?
yes.
I just seen the pink one. Yeah, there was no
Same updates. Then install
Do the APK updates.
we don't need to do the updates. Nginx. Then what's the next one? Oh,
Actually, I think that's what. So we're just installing Nginx. I don't think we're going to do anything.
okay. It's when we're using Linux, we have to do enable and start and all that. Many. AWS Linux. So is that all? Okay. But I don't have any distance. Okay. Why is it not opening? Oh. Public happy before. It's supposed to work, right?
You should just enter the listing and check. Give it Nginx. See.
I should just. What is this search? Slash. Slash.
Friends, I think we all know this is a team effort, right? Can we contribute, please? Okay.
Sure.
Let's all
How do I
contribute.
get all this? I seem to have entered states.
I can tell you, but I want others to contribute. I know what to tell you to get at. Nobody knows?
I'm sorry, did you set the HTTP? The port 80, did
Yeah,
you
I
set
did.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I did HTTP and HTTPS.
Nginx, I don't.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, let's
use
see system status Nginx.
Yeah, to do that, I need to get out of this work stuff.
Yeah. Let's check the status of Nginx.
What did you
do? Like,
guys, if you watch the screen, you notice he's stuck somewhere. He can't step out. He can't come out from that place.
Use Control C. I'm not sure. I don't know where you are.
You need to be sure. You're correct.
I don't know where I don't know where he actually is. So,
I knew you were correct. Okay, that's a good one, man. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome.
CTL status Nginx. No, you didn't put status.
So Nginx did not install. I think that was the issue.
Yeah.
So
you can also just type which Nginx. If it doesn't return any path or Nginx-v, then you're very certain. You understand? Okay, it's not that bad.
So let's check this guy again. Still same time. CPS is working. So I've had this issue before, Mr. Frederick, where I have to delete the extension of S before it comes on. What is the issue with that?
Yeah, because I'm sure two things. You will need to have the traffic port for HTTPS enabled before you can
I did
have
when
that
I was
to work.
setting it up.
Now, that is one. So even if you have that port open, it doesn't mean that the application. So there are two things that happens there. Once you open the traffic ports, HTTP for port 80, HTTPS for 443, right? What that rule simply says is AWS allow traffic to come from these ports into this instance. That's what it says. You understand? Now, but the next thing you need to consider is the browser. You understand? Because as it stands, the browser claims that the website is not secure. You understand? So as long as the website is not secure, you cannot see HTTPS. Do you understand? So you will need what we call a valid certificate. Does that make sense? You need a certificate. Okay. So there's what we call self-signed certificate, and there's what we called CA certificates. What do I mean by CA certificates? Like certificate authority. Do you understand? Maybe I'll just share a document to help you all understand it. Just know that for every website you see there, there's something we call certificates. Okay. Each time you visit a website, okay, if you have a website, like you just set up Nginx web server right now, and you want somebody to visit your website, right? So that web server is supposed to have what we call a certificate, a digital certificate. Okay. So now, when it has that digital certificate, who can issue a digital certificate? That's the first thing. Nobody just has a digital certificate except they create theirs. And that's what we call self-signed certificates. Okay. So you can generate your own, and that's what we call self-signed digital certificates. But if you don't want to generate yours, you need one from a valid certificate authority. Okay. Then you can go to platforms like Let's Encrypt. There's something we call Let's Encrypt. It's a free one. Okay. There's also ACM, AWS ACM, AWS Certificate Manager. Do you remember? Do you remember we did something about that when we were trying to register a domain in the when we're doing the basics, right? So I wish, okay. Let me see if I can explain this. Okay, you know what? Just continue. Maybe once you're done, I'll just share my screen and then explain it better so that you all can understand. Because trust me, this is a real world use case. This is a real world use case. Even though DevOps engineers are usually left to do it, but your company will always ask you to make sure that you should configure HTTPS or configure what we call SSL/TLS. Okay, that's the protocol in use here. You want to encrypt the traffic. Do you understand? So you're going to use what we call the SSL/TLS protocol. You're going to enable it. Okay, and to do that, you need to do some configurations. All right. I hope this is understood. So, but for now, let's continue the project using just the unencrypted port 80. All right.
So what? We're supposed to download the agents, right?
What did you say?
we're supposed to get the CloudWatch agent, or we're supposed to check if the agent is.
So the first thing I want to see from you all is the logs. Okay? And explain to me how the logs work, just to be sure you understand, first of all. So the first thing you guys have done is to set up an Nginx web server, right? So, and I told you there's something called logs. This web server has logs. Can you point me to where those logs are? That's one. Secondly, can you tell me how those logs work?
I think the logs are.
Friends, do you all understand? Is it difficult? Banjoka, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, it's supposed to show you where the logs are.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, feel free. That's fine.
Yeah. Let me check.
I actually said it before, though.
/var/log.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, shit.
So Abdulwasi dropped something on the comment section. Yeah, that can work.
Okay, I found it.
That can work, but it's different.
So I found it.
Okay, great. All right, so explain to us how it works.
I found it. Another person should explain. So I'm guessing for every
the /var/log. Okay, I think it works in this way. We have to measure log file inside the log folder, and the error file and the access file. So the point of the log folder essentially is to keep every operation that goes on within our server, to keep a log of it. So the access log would be, okay, we access this, we access this. So for the error log, it keeps the log for any error information that we get. So in case we have any like 504 error or 404 error, that's where the log will be stored. So it's majorly for like, in case we want to like find, in case someone access our server, we can trace them through the access log. That's the essence of the log in this. I'm Sir Frederick.
Okay, can you demonstrate it?
Oh, please continue. I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, I mean, can anybody demonstrate it? Can you guys demonstrate it? Okay, can anybody amongst you all demonstrate it? Feel free, guys. Feel free.
Sorry, my network was bad. I know you had the explanation.
Okay, I think Mr. Abdulwasi was telling us the unique difference between those two log files, right? So we are trying to move to the next level by understanding how practically those log files work. You understand? So apart from telling us the difference, can we see practically how it works?
I think
can somebody do a demo?
practically it's
like show us in real time, like how does it work?
Sending the IP to the chat box. Then when someone tries to access it, it logs it.
No problem. Share with us. I don't know. I just want everybody to really understand this. I don't want it to just be left at the surface level. Do you understand?
I've sent it.
All right, thank you.
So,
all right. Madam Vivian is here.
Um,
Thank you for joining us. All right. Okay, so we have your link. So what do you want us to do?
try to access it.
We should access it.
No, you can't. Yeah, try to access it. What's the? Isn't now used to check the log files or cats or to? Hello, group members. Help your boy out.
I just checked it. I checked it from my end here. I can see the welcome Nginx.
Yeah. So I need to access the file in real time.
Okay, let me ask quickly so that we can save time. So does any other person know how it works? Any other person? Hello, Madam Azizat. Do you want to help us?
No.
The way she quickly said no.
Try CD. Try to CD into VAR log.
It's a file. I'm inside the VAR file. I'm inside the log file.
Okay, that's fine, Madam Anielu. That's fine. Okay, first of all, let's be sure.
Directory.
So you said you tried to use cat to open the file, right?
Yeah, I did.
And it can't show you what's inside.
No, it gave me no such file or directory.
Try it again, let's see.
My bad.
Aha.
My bad. Mr. Ose was right. My bad.
Because there's no way cats will not be able to read what was inside our file.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think, but this is not real time. Supposed to access it in real time. Is it nano?
You say what?
I said for us to be able to see the updates in real time, is it nano I would use or what command?
Okay, before I say anything, right? So guys, just to bring to your remembrance, right? So what are we trying to do so that everybody is on the same page and understand what's going on, right? So in the real world out there, a lot of companies have their websites, right, running. They have their applications running, right? So each of the servers usually have logs, right? Which we've all understood. So we also say right now that the task you were all given was to set up a simple web server, which you all were able to just set up, right? And you installed Nginx. And we said that Nginx has two special log files, okay? And it's called the access.log and the error.log, right? So we are trying to demonstrate how these log files work. You understand? So the first thing Mr. Bamjoko did was to use the cat command. So the first of all, the log files are located in a directory called /var/log/nginx. Okay, /var/log/nginx. You understand? So that's where it's located. All right. So once you get into that path, then you can now find the access and the error log files. Okay. And then you can be able to analyze or read it. Okay. Like what you can see on the screen right now is just a bunch of information. or that's a log file. Okay. I want to believe that Madam Azizat can help us now. I'm sure she's a cybersecurity expert too, so she can help you all to analyze this log file. She can explain it. So I just want to know what you guys, if nobody has a perception for it, I can just also chip in so that we can understand it and move to the next one. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for anybody that wants to say something. So I just want to bring everybody up to speed so that you will know where we are right now. And so the two log files, please, can you type ls, please, Mr. Banjoko, so everybody can see the two log files in that location. Okay. Okay, see, there are two files there, access.log and error.log. And if you look above, he just used cat command to check the access.log, and you can see all those things. You understand? So what do they mean? What are all those things? How does it work? Do you understand? Feel free to use AI if you think it's going to help. Okay, so let's be confident about these things. I really want you to learn it and learn it very well. Okay, so when you go on interviews and they ask you some questions, okay, that is not on the surface level, you don't become intimidated or nervous. You understand? Anybody?
All these
ahead,
addresses I'm saying, is it IP address? You know, is it the loopback address? I don't know.
They look like phone numbers actually.
I'm seeing 192.211.
That is IP address, is not phone number.
Aziza, why are you talking? I thought you okay, it was deliberate though. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Aziza is also correct. Okay. Yes, it's an IP address. So go ahead, please. I just want you all to understand what's going on and try to tell me. Okay.
6 0.3.
So there's nothing error log.
Yeah, because
Is
you've
there
not
a reason
simulated
why?
anything. Yes, because nothing has happened. You've not gotten any error. You've not initiated any error. That's why I wanted you guys to demonstrate it. You understand? Okay, just to save time so that we can move on and do other things, right? So if you look at the access.log files, right? Just like Madam Azizat and Abale has said, right? Can you please highlight the first line, please, Mr. Banjoko, the first line when you check that access.log, the first line of the
This one.
output we see there. Just double click on it so everybody can see it clearly. Yes, good. So that's if you just the entire line. Okay, good. So at least you all can see that's a sample of everything there. So the first line you see there, it's an IP address, right? So that's 148.252.141.6. That's somebody's IP address. So it's coming from one of us, right? So if you look closely, you'll notice that you try to analyze this from a different perspective, from different perspectives. You understand? So you notice that there are different IPs there. 148.252.141.6. There's 204.76.203.15. There's also 102. So different IP addresses, which means many of us attempted to access the server, right? Now, the next thing you also see is the date and time. The next thing you also see after that is the HTTP protocol, the GET, you understand? And then you start seeing what we call the HTTP status code, which is status code 200. You can see 200 there. Don't worry about the 409 for now. Okay. So the next thing you start seeing is the operating system. The next thing you start seeing is the type of device, you understand? And then the type of browser that the person used, you understand? So the most important thing you should understand is this access.log tries to give us some information about the users that are accessing our web server. I'll say it again. The access.log is a log file that keeps record of identities or entities or users that tries to gain access into your web server. I hope this makes sense to you. So you can now decide how you want to break it down to if you want to read more about it. You understand? So that's what majorly what the access log is used for. In the last class, I actually used tail, the tail command, tail space -f space access.log. Do you notice that if, okay, for instance, I have refreshed the public IP address right now. But you notice that it's not, I have to go to the access.log file again to check before I can see the results. Is it not true? But immediately Mr. Banjoko types tail space -f space access.log. That is what we mean. That is how to check the access log in real time. Real time in the sense that, of course, few seconds as it's happening, as I'm refreshing the browser, it will be dropping the logs so you can see it. So hit enter, Mr. Banjogo, so you see something. Just hit enter. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So
yeah, it's updating in real time.
Okay, now hit enter. Just hit enter. Just hit enter 2 times or 3. You from your end. I know somebody is okay. Then somebody is trying it. Let's hold on. Okay, that same person is trying it from an Android phone. You understand? So, but at least we are getting the person's IP.
Linux
Can we?
Android phone.
Yes. Can we get another person just tried it now? That's why we can see another IP. You understand? A different date, a different time. Can another person try it? So there are only 2 devices based on the IP addresses we can see there. You understand? Recently. Okay. So this is how we can use the access log to be checking it instead of going to be checking the file using the cat command. Does that make sense? I hope we all understand. So that is the best, or that's the minimal way to understand how the access log works. Okay, so can you press Control C? Let me show you how the error.log file works. Okay, can you press Control C? Control C.
I have. I think it's lagging. There's time
Okay,
lag between word.
yeah, it's lagging. Okay, that's fine. All right. So so can you if you use the cat
Mr.
command to
Chiva,
check,
which IP is or is it the private or public IP?
it's actually the public IP.
So how do I check it on my system?
How do you check what, please?
Like if I go to like command prompt and I put ipconfig, will it bring the public IP, my public IP?
No. So
How
sometimes
do I?
you will not be able to even know your own public IP except you just ask the browser. Or another way you can get your public IP is from checking your router. If you're using a router, you can get it from your router. Another way is you can type some commands. There are some commands you can type, or there's something like ICANN has. Okay, let me show you. Let me just give you some things you can type on your router. So please, can you do tail dash? Can you use access to cat command to check the error.log?
Nothing. It's empty.
Sorry, my question is off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course, if you ask Google what is my IP, it will always give you that. But there's also other ways. If you now, of course, if somebody is watching over your browser, you might not want the person to see it. But you at the same time too on the terminal, so it's not also you can also there's something called you can use what is it called? ICANN has something. Hold on, let me find it. ICANN has is ICANN. Just type this command. Hopefully, if you do this, it should be able to give you your public IP. You can I just pasted it there. You can try that. It should be able to give you your. Okay, so any other person? All right, so you've notice that we can't see any error, right? So just go ahead and check the tail again. You can use tail or just use tail. Use the tail so that we'll get it in real time. Now, but I'll show you how we can generate an error.log now. Hold on, don't worry, just wait. We are not getting any error, nothing is showing, right? So can somebody try, right? When that IP address, if you check the IP address, it's going to show something, right? Now, can you put slash and try to visit any other route? Maybe slash about or slash contact page or slash home or something like that. You understand? Of course, it's supposed to tell you the page does not exist. Is it not true? That's how to generate one. Since you're using tail, if somebody has tried it, you're going to see an output here.
Okay, let's check.
Yes, if config.me should work too. I don't think anybody has tried it. Okay. It says we've gotten our first one. All right. Go and check.
It's not done.
Hold on, let's see. Okay. Control C and use cat. Let's check it. Let's see something. For some reason. Control C and then use cart to see if he stored anything at all. Did it?
I tried it and got 404.
Okay, awesome, man. Thank you.
No, it did not.
It's not storing anything.
Not storing my side.
That's weird. That's the weird one. Hold on. There's no reason why it shouldn't give you, but okay, you know what? Let's just continue with other things while I will try to see what could possibly cause that, because there's no reason why the error.log should not generate anything. You understand? There's no reason why we shouldn't get the error.log files. Okay, so now we've done the first thing. We've all known where we can get the log files, the access log and the error.log, right? Or do we use, okay, you know what? Let's do it in real time. Let's see how we can solve it. Can anybody just open any AI platform quickly? Okay, you can also just open one for us. If anybody, just let's see how we can resolve this issue now. The error.log is not showing us anything.
Sachiva.
Yes, please.
So when you check the access.log file and you see different IPs, like what information what do you do with the information?
So there are different things one can do. It just depends on your role. From a security perspective, you can use it to either when you want to block somebody, you want to block a specific IP, or you also want to check who's accessing your files, or you just want to know the number of users. So as a DevOps engineer, or you could be asked to write a script that can take IPs, all the unique IPs that is available inside a access.log file. You understand? And then based on that file, you can now be able to know how it works. Do you understand? You will now be able to, based on the information you get on that access.log, you can be able to know how many number of users are accessing your web server, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
check error level.
Error level. When you say error level, what do you think? What do you mean, Ma?
By default, Nginx may only log critical errors. If you want more details, set a lower log level in nginx.conf. Then give the code to.
Okay, let's try to simulate something. So let's try to simulate something very, very simple. We tried to access some parts and it was not working, right? So ideally, let me see if I let's see. Let's see. He doesn't even need to start doing some permissions, right? I directly supposed to be having access to that file because if I'm correct, it's just the normal Ubuntu user, right? So that's 6. Okay, first of all, I want to believe that everybody in this class understands this. Mr. Azasco pasted a screenshot on the comment section, right? If you check it, you're going to see something like change mode 666, and then you see the what is it called? Change mode 666, and then the path to the error file. So, but my question here, it just came to mind. I wanted to ask again. I want to believe that every one of you understand that's what that 666 means.
Antichrist.
File permissions and the rest of them. So sometimes you see 777, sometimes you see 400. If you've created keys before and you're trying to SSH into an instance, it tells you to run change mode 400 on the key file. You may have come across it before. So I believe everybody understands that. If you don't, please let me know, or you can reach out later and either explain it to you or I'll send you a material to help you to understand it. So, but what I was saying is, ideally, this shouldn't be the course. This should have given us access to, we should have been able to log something directly without even checking the log file, right? So so see what we'll do. We'll check that one, right? We'll check to the we'll change the permission, right? But what I want us to do first of all is this. Let's check if there's any. We've not done anything on the configuration file. So let's see if we can check our Nginx status first of all. Check the Nginx status. Then if nothing happens, reload it. Okay. Sudo space system control. Okay, good. So let's reload or restart.
Hello.
Yeah, you can press the up arrow key and just change the status to restart. That's all. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, that will help you to increase your pace. You don't even need to remove it. Just press upper key. Good.
Okay. So should we try? Should we try again?
Let's see. Okay, let me just put something. Let me try and visit any random page here. Okay, try and check again. Let's see.
Nothing.
Still nothing. Okay. You know what? Is it Amazon Linux you used? I don't think this is Amazon Linux. This is the normal Ubuntu, right? I'm surprised. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Let's try and change the read. Oh, first of all, just type LL. Let me see something. Type LL. 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 So if you type LL, right, you will notice that the file access.log and error.log, you can see RW on it. You understand? And if you know how the, what is it called, how those file permissions work, right? You will know that it's 421. Do you remember 421? How many of you can remember 421? That's read, write, and what? Execute. You understand? 4 is read, 2 is write, 1 is execute. You understand? So if you add it together, that's 7. So that's why you see 777. So if it's 4, if it's 6, it means 4 plus 2. So it only has read, write. Do you understand? Read, write. So right now, what you are seeing there is read, write, read. You understand? So what you have there is 640. That's the number available there. I don't know if you know. I hope this is not confusing. This is Linux. You understand? So I'm just telling you the number that's there currently configured. You understand? So, but let's go ahead. Let's try that 666 and see. If it doesn't work, then yeah. You need to edit that stuff, right? You need to put the full parts. But you need to put yeah. You need to put it. If it's an exam, they'll ask you. Yeah, you just have to go back and just put the var and no. You're already in that location. Or no problem, just go ahead. Put the full parts. Don't worry. Put the full parts. Put the full parts. /var /log /nginx /error.log.
Permission denied.
Okay. This is supposed to be on hold on. This is supposed to be on. Try it on Nginx. Remove the error.log. Just remove the error.log. Remove the slash. Good. That's all. Yeah. Permission denied. You know what? Type CD and step out of there. Just type CD to step out of there.
Oh. My alarm come out.
So I think there's something wrong somewhere with your system that's making all this things.
CD dot. CD space dot.
CD was supposed to take him back to the home directory.
Okay, you can just keep on until you get back to the home directory.
It should keep going back. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead. Or you know what? Type CD space CD space tilde. CD space tilde. That's the home. No. Tilde. Good. That's home directory. It can't go back to the home directory. You were the one that actually went to the. Okay, now I know what happened. You actually went to the root directory because I remember when you did that. Go ahead. Just go backward. Just hit enter. Type cd ... again. Let's see. It refused.
It's not allowing me to go back out. Oh yeah, okay, you know what? Did see the
just log out. Log out. Type log out there. Type log out. Just type log out and then refresh the browser. Let you back in. So, but this time around, to be from log out or exit. Either of them will take you out. Strange. Okay, no, I just reload the browser. Reload the browser. Reload the browser. It happens. So that's why Linux is very, very important. So you see some people know. What did you say?
Like, I wanted to suggest that I should reload the browser.
Yeah, that was what I also thought that will help. I just hope it's not his network.
No,
I don't
Else I'll
think
be.
so.
See now, it's not connecting.
it's not my network.
My Nigerian network is better than UK's own. I'm happy. See, guy,
No,
it's your
see?
network.
It's not my net.
See now.
My network is working fine.
But is
My
the
network
instance
is
still
working
running?
fine.
Check if the instance is still running.
It's not still running.
Or maybe you should close the web page and reconnect from here. You understand?
I did.
Connect again. So
Except
just
you
close
want to.
that.
Yeah, I did. I have.
Do you want to stop the instance and start again? That's another way to do it. If you tried now, if it doesn't work, you can stop the instance and try again.
Or you can probably reboot the instance. I think that'll be better than something that's not.
Okay, that's another one.
Ella. Stay reboot.
Rebooting can happen so fast that you won't even know when it has rebooted. So that's the difference.
Okay.
But just
That does. I feel like this guy is not going to allow me to enter this time. Connect to instance and ensure your instance network settings are configured.
did you disable anything?
No.
I hope they've not
Not that I
flagged
know
you
of.
as we all try to be testing this instance. I don't want to believe they flagged and decided to stop. So just stop the instance and start it again. Then if it doesn't work, let's see if we can create another one quickly or replicate this one. Just right click it and say launch another instance as this. Just go to the instance,
right click.
click just click go to that image and template. Image and template.
Not just not from
No. Go back, click on the actions.
Okay.
Image and template, let's say.
Much more like
yeah,
this.
much more like this. So just one. It's just one we want to launch.
I want to check. I think I made an error in the user data. That's why the Nginx did not.
Okay, it's your updates. I'm just even seeing it. apt update dash. You need to put the -y first of all. Then your installation, you need to put apt. There was no apt in your installation, and you also need to put the -y too. Okay, good.
Right.
Existing keeper is fine. No, you don't even need to select it, but I'm sure it's going to pick it when you say existing keeper.
No, the last one for the name.
Okay. You can click on the connect instance, let's say.
I'm going to so paint it's not allow me. Hallelujah. We up.
All right, good. So can you just type which Nginx? Let's see if it has it there.
What happened?
I really don't know. I think it has to do with his I don't know if there was anything he did there that made them flag that instance. I don't know. But for some reason it just stopped receiving access. Really not
Also,
sure why.
yeah, that even brings me. I noticed, Mr. Frederick, I noticed they've been flagging a lot of services lately. You know, like there are times that I'll try creating a launch template and they'll probably like
It
send me a
could also
launch
be a network from their
mail.
end.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
could be
possible.
network issues from their end. It's happened to me several times. All right, so
But
this is
most of
saying
the
which
time I get a mail saying the instance I tried creating wasn't launched properly, that I need to terminate and restart
you see,
from
it's
AWS.
possible. It's possible, but you also need to be careful with those kind of emails, so you are not being sent a kind of phishing email. Okay, you never can tell.
Okay. Yeah.
If he's ready to pay, I will always analyze the email for him.
What did you say?
He's ready to pay, I will analyze the email.
Otherwise, if you're willing to pay, they can deliver you. That's interesting. All right, so let's go ahead. Sir, can you check the give us the IP of this one? Let's see. Don't worry. Only one person should be trying it so that let's be sure that if not if not blocked it.
I don't know if I enabled. Okay, I think if I enabled the.
You can just check it. Let's see.
The HTTPS and HTTP. Okay, enabled.
Okay. So can you check now? Can you check? Let's check the access.log and the error.log. Just use from here, from where you are, just type cat space. You don't even need to cd. I don't like cd in there. I can type all the long command. So you just use cat space /var /log /nginx /access.log. Okay, you see you're seeing it, right? Okay, so press the up arrow key, change it to error.log. Let's see something. It's still not showing anything. So even though I tried to mimic something.
Should I try the mode now?
Try it again, let's see. Try it again, let's see. I mean the error page. Or you want to try it from here? Yeah, let's see. It's still not loading in real time. I'm surprised, except there's something wrong somewhere, because we tried it that day and it worked very fine. Okay, it's fine, no problem. Let's not waste time, guys. So let's now. So what are we trying to achieve next? The next thing we want to try to achieve is, sometimes these things are not looking so beautiful here. This screen is black, is dark, right? So it's not informative, right? So in the real world, we want to use CloudWatch. We want to use monitoring services, okay? We want to use monitoring services. On your Windows computer, we use what we call Event Viewer, okay? Or we use Task Manager. Can you please check your Task Manager for me? Do you mind? Just right click on your taskbar on your, okay, beautiful, good. Can you click on, so if you look at these things, you can literally see analytics, right? The applications is running, the CPU memory utilization, the CPU utilization, the memory utilization, the disk utilization, right? So can you also choose the second option by the left? The second one, yes, click on it. Good. Can you see also, those are ratings and visualization. You understand? So this is the monitoring platform of, what is it called? Of your Windows computer. Okay. So monitoring is one thing, logging is another thing. Okay. So we use these things as metrics. There's something we call metrics. Okay. So we use it to get or generate insights that can help us keep our computer at an optimal state. You always want your computer to remain at an optimal functional state. You understand? So maybe you've heard about something we call site reliability engineers, or SRE. Maybe you've not heard about it. Or maybe you've heard about somebody we call a SOC engineer, okay, or SIM engineer, right? If you're in cybersecurity, there's something we call SOC analyst, right? So they usually set up systems that they can use to measure metrics, you understand, to create visualization dashboards like what you see here. So AWS has one, okay? AWS has one that you can use to monitor all your infrastructure, all the services you have on your AWS account. You can monitor all of them. If you also want to monitor your application, your specific application, you can also use that particular service. And that service is called CloudWatch. Does that make sense? That's what we talked about in the last class. So what we want to do, let's quickly go to CloudWatch so that I will show you something. Can we? Or just go to your EC2 instance, that place where you checked your public IP. Please, can you check? Okay. Where you check your IP. Okay, good. Now, did you notice there's a tab called monitoring? Scroll up, scroll up. Can you see there's a tab called monitoring? Can we all see it? Monitoring. Beautiful. So something is monitoring that EC2 instance, and that is CloudWatch. Do you understand? So from that service called CloudWatch, we are gathering informations. You understand? All those information about the AWS EC2 instance are being gathered. You understand? And then from there, we generate what we call metrics and insights. And that's why if you look down there, you see some blocks there, like CPU utilization in percentage, network in bytes, network out in bytes, network balance, network packets, and the rest of them. All those things are namespace, but I don't want to confuse you about them. But all those things are insights about the instance, okay? The particular instance you're using right now, okay? That is exactly what is happening right now. I can ask you to install an application and increase the load, and then it will force the CPU. Do you know, okay, for instance, can you go back to your Windows and Task Manager? Windows Task Manager, the one you have on your computer, please. Beautiful. So, friends, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it, right? Do you know that's how you open so many tabs in your browser? If you come and check your CPU, you see it has spiked to maybe 99%. Mine is perpetually on 100% all the time. So,
Mine is using mostly my RAM.
so I usually have
My
more
RAM that is
than
always
300
freezing.
RAMs running at the same 300 browser tabs opened at the same time. You understand? So because of that, my CPU utilization is very high. Do you understand? So friends, this is getting real-time information. So once my computer CPU is being utilized above a certain percentage, we will be seeing all those things there. And the beautiful thing about monitoring, it can help you take action. So in interviews, you could be asked a question, right? So how do you help to optimize your company's workload? Or how can you help us to cut costs, right? As a cloud engineer, how can you help them to cut costs? Very simple. Let's mention one of the services, CloudWatch. You understand? So in a company that has more than 200 or more than 50 instances running every day. You understand? So you can literally, and they have an autoscaler. Do you understand? Auto-scaling machine. So instead of telling it that it should run 10 to 20 to 50 machines, you can set a metric and say that any system, right, that the what is it called? If as long as the CPU utilization is under 10, it should not create a new instance. You understand? Do you understand what I mean? So you can decide when it should shut down and when it should create another instance. I don't know if you understand. So you can also put a metric whereby if a particular system, for instance, you have 3 systems, right? 3 computer systems or instances, right? And as customers begin to visit that system, traffic begins to surge towards that system, right? You know, the CPU utilization becomes high, memory becomes high, right? So instead of spinning up 10 instances, 20 instances, you can use CloudWatch to set up something and say, if the CPU utilization of these 3 systems exceeds 75%, go ahead and create 2 more instances or 1 instance. Do you understand? So that's a better way. I don't know if you understand. Instead of going to create 10 instances that you might not be using all the 10 or 5 of them at the same time. Do you understand? So you want to only create as many the much you require at that moment. Do you understand? And then you use the metric that you are getting from the dashboard or from your monitoring tool to take an action. Please, does this make sense to all of you? So there are different things we can monitor. Okay. So that's what you are seeing there. So if you go back to the AWS, you're going to see all those things there, the CPU utilization, the network utilization, and so on. So my question to you all is this: where does the access log and error log falls in? You agree with me that the error log and access log belongs to Nginx application. Is it not true? It belongs to the Nginx application. And where is the Nginx application running? Inside the EC2 instance. Is it not true? So, friends, I want you to understand in terms of the right terminology, right? I want you to see EC2 as the infrastructure, and I want you to see Nginx, okay, as the application. Does that make sense to you? The application is Nginx, the infrastructure housing the application is EC2. So there's a difference when they ask you a question. Can you explain more about infrastructure monitoring? So if somebody asks you, tell me more about infrastructure monitoring, it's different from application monitoring. You are monitoring the application running inside the infrastructure. It's different from monitoring the infrastructure. Did I confuse you all? Please, do you get it? Do we get it? If you understand, just type yes, so I'll be sure.
I understand.
Okay, cool. So somebody is asking a question, the major difference between CloudWatch and CloudTrail, right? So the CloudWatch can be used for monitoring performance, operations, and different kinds of things. You understand? So how do I explain this, right? CloudWatch is used to observe what is happening inside the AWS environment. Do you understand? That's the most important thing. So, but CloudTrail is different. CloudWatch is used for not just monitoring, but it's also used for recording who did what and when inside the AWS environment. Did you see the difference? Did you get the difference? So that's just one amongst both of them. So CloudWatch is used for observing what is happening. You know what is happening, but you are not keen about who is doing it and when the person did it. You understand? So like the user account that Mr. Banjoko is using to spin up this account, the username that we can see there is Damife. Is it not true? So CloudTrail helps to log all those information, like which user, who, when. You understand? So Damife spinned up EC2 instance at so time. Do you understand? So that's what CloudTrail does as a service. Do you understand? But CloudWatch is different. So this is a simple, realistic use case. There are so many other ones. Do you understand? So but just note, you can also use CloudTrail for tracking different kinds of activities. You understand? Who access what and what is accessing what. You understand? We use the word API activity. Okay? API activity. This one connects to this one. This one connects to this one. For instance,
Is
you
that
want
for
to know
CloudTrail?
CloudTrail, yes, which service is talking to which service and which service is talking to another service. You understand? That's what we call API activities. That's what CloudTrail does. It helps to track API activities. You understand? I know API might not make sense now, but we might talk about it later. You understand? So literally in cybersecurity, we use CloudTrail for auditing. Do you understand? If we want to audit somebody's footprint or somebody's digital footprint on a cloud account, what the person did, how the person did it, how it moved from one place to another, and so on. All those logs information can be accessed using CloudTrail. And you can even use CloudTrail and CloudWatch. So if CloudTrail is getting the information, you can log all the information in CloudWatch. Do you understand? So yeah. So I think that answers the question. There are many more explanation and use cases I can give you, but let's just save the time. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to store the logs that we are getting from our Nginx. We want to store it on CloudWatch because we feel like that's console, the black screen, is not giving us information. When we're trying to check the access log, it was not looking so attractive, it was confusing us. So how about if we remove all those logs and we want to configure it and ask CloudWatch to help us to monitor the application? How do we do it? That was the question. Do you understand? So please, can you quickly go to CloudWatch? Or you can click on that place that says configure CloudWatch agents. It might take you there. So this is the page, but this might look a little bit confusing, right? So, but it's going to require you to do 1 or 2 installation and configuration, okay? So if you look at the steps there, it says step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. Step 1 says review the selected instance. In other words, confirm that this is the instance you want to start getting the configuration logs. Step 2 says validate the SSM agent. In other words, the agent that is going to be communicating with your instance. You understand? So you want to be able to communicate with your instance. So that is what we call the system session manager. You understand? That's what the SSM is. Now, then you have to create an IAM role to give it permission to do that. Then you also have to install the CloudWatch agent. You understand? So those are the things we did, but this might be confusing to you, right? So let's cancel this for now. Maybe later on we can use this approach, but please cancel it. Let's go to the CloudWatch service, okay? Just use on the search bar and type CloudWatch. We spent so much time explaining. Time is almost gone. Please, guys, don't go. Don't leave me. Let's try and wrap this up. Okay, just click on CloudWatch. So if you look by the left-hand side as it spins off the CloudWatch, you see that you can do so many things. You see that? You can do a lot of things there. All right. So, but what we want to do is just to click on that logs. Okay, let's click on logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on logs, so the most important thing is this log groups is just like a group of all the logs you want to create. So click on the log groups. Okay. So right now you might not see anything. Okay, because I don't think we have any log group created. Yes, there's no logs being stored here. Do you understand? So we can decide that we want to create a log, right? So, but before we do anything, like I discussed in the last class, right, we need to do a lot of installation. Okay, so we need to install the CloudWatch agent. but before we install the CloudWatch agent, we are supposed to install or create an IAM role that will allow your EC2 instance to talk to the CloudWatch. Do you still remember, guys? I know there's so many things, but trust me, if you can understand these things, it's going to make your journey in cloud engineering very, very easy. So do we want to do it? Guys? Yeah, go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah, so I remember that you have to create the IAM role.
Okay, man. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's give it a try now. Let's see. So I won't say anything. No, I won't say anything now. Let's see how much you guys can contribute, and see if you guys still remember how to create an IAM role and how to attach it to your EC2 instance. And the only clue I can give you right now is this. The only clue to your task is this. You are creating an IAM role that will allow EC2 to talk to CloudWatch. So you can use Google to search for it so that you will know what to put in the IAM role. So that's all I will say.
CloudWatch.
Mm-hmm.
I said you should search for CloudWatch for this automation.
I think Azizat said something. I think somebody said something else.
Yeah, Azizat said something. I don't know. Do you mind saying it again, Azizat, so we can hear you? Sorry.
Like, what is the task all about?
What is what?
The task. What is the task all about?
Okay.
We're supposed to create an IAM role for our EC2 to talk to CloudWatch.
Okay.
Agent server policy. I think it's this.
That's the only option we need. And yeah, we have to install CloudWatch agents.
Yeah, put logs. Yeah, this next. Store. Attach it So
what are you trying to do? I hope you all know what's going on.
So I'm trying to attach it to the EC2.
Okay, so if you are trying to attach it, this is not how or where to do it.
Yeah, let's go back to EC2.
Okay. Okay, there are several places you can find that, right? So, but did you notice IAM role is blank there? Beautiful. So,
Yeah.
so scroll up. Let me show you. So
The actions.
All right. Please, friends, feel free to ask questions. Ask questions so that you can all understand what's going on.
This is the EC2 that was giving me issues. It not passed status check.
What did you say?
No, this EC2 was the one that I created initially that was giving me issues.
Okay.
Yeah, let me check. Where's the instance coming? E9F. Let me stop this one.
So I just shared a screenshot in case you need that was a simple illustration we used in the last class to depict what the task that you all are doing. It's just a simple task, right? So that's just a simple schematic depiction of what you're trying to do. So you should be able to know where you are right now, the different stages where you are. Okay.
Okay.
So
I've
if you need
attached
guidance,
it.
you can know what to do. All right. So I'm waiting for you guys. Let me know when you're done.
So I've attached the road to the EC2. Group members. What are we doing?
Guys, are you confused? Feel free to let me know if you're confused, if you need clarity.
Action. Once you attach the role, right?
Yeah, no, I already did. See, already
It's already
attached the role.
attached. Okay,
Yeah.
I think now we have to install the CloudWatch agent. So go to the instance, the terminal. Yeah. Then there is a this thing that we run. I think sudo apt install. I can't remember. While you're checking chat GPT, it's
I
brought
actually
the
gave you
command you
guys
will
some
use.
set of codes. I actually gave
Yeah,
you some
on
set of
Slack.
script. So you can make reference to the script on Slack. You can check the Slack channel so you can see.
For
Okay.
is it the one that works for Ubuntu?
Yes. I think you should
So do I
copy.
copy?
Okay. Let's
Do I
start from the
copy
first
everything?
one. I think the first one first. It's going to be sudo. We are not using Amazon Linux. So sudo apt.
Unable to locate package. So the package is not in the Amazon CloudWatch is not in this package.
So if this is a real world, we need to learn to improvise and know how to solve it. Because notice that the script that was sent to you was for an Amazon Linux distribution, not an Ubuntu distribution. I know I explained this in the last class, so the documentation should help. Yeah. Go ahead, let's see. Okay. Your answer is just close by. Okay. So what do you think it's trying to do?
So we can use widget.
You copy that link, right? Just copy that link.
Copy the link, then use widget.
If you scroll down, you can see exactly. So no, it should be one of them. Once you've copied it, scroll down. It's going to tell you what to do. You can see it, right? Good. So
Yeah,
please, I want us to feel
download it.
comfortable reading the documentation.
So I think that downloaded.
You can check the documentation for what's next.
No, come down.
Yeah.
Number, I think step 3 is next. Step 3.
Nice.
So it says if you downloaded a PP.
Awesome.
So it's copy the other one.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are understanding the difference. Because what you downloaded is a Debian package. You didn't even check the name. What if the name has changed? What you downloaded is different from the...
No, I'm guessing the documentation follows. That's why.
Okay. All right, so go ahead, let's see.
I have this way give me setting up this environment out of back to terminal.
So check if it's installed now.
How do I do that? Is it?
You can also check the OPT directory. Type ls space /opt.
Or we can use find.
Yeah, you can also use find.
It's there.
Okay, cool. So trying to run one of those things, let's see. Following the script you were given. It's supposed to be the second one where you do the configuration.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Is it sudo?
Go ahead. If it needs it to tell you.
I think you should run it that way first. So let's see if it gives any error. Make sure you have the right permission.
Okay, I think it is sudo.
You can press exclamation. All right, I won't say anything here. So take notes.
Linux. One. Oh, it is this long as EC2, which is I plan to run the agent on root.
No.
No. You want my domain shop? Nope. Just got monitor with
Yes.
metrics.
Yes.
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 Do you want to aggregate EC2 dimensions? Yes. Let's do 30 seconds. One basic. I satisfied with the above complaint. Yes. Do you have any existing CloudWatch? What am I choosing for this?
No, you don't.
You want to maintain log files?
Yes.
Slash
so let's /var
slash
log. Let us monitor access log.
Slash Nginx slash access dot log.
Capital.
Default group name.
Yeah. I think just press enter.
Standard or infrequent?
Standard.
Log stream name. Days 5 days. No. Before bastards. I mean this is addressable. Do they charge?
You can use 2 if you want to.
2 as in number 2.
Yeah.
That's 1 day.
I mean, log group retention in days. How many days you want it to retain the information there?
I already chose 1 day. Do you want to specify any additional log files to monitor?
No.
Yes. Okay, so if you want to monitor the error files, you have to do
the
this
other
again.
one. Yeah, you can. If you want to monitor another one, you
So
can
add
both of them.
you can add the error file here.
So you can type yes if you want to.
So should I add it?
Yeah, sure.
It's your choice. Okay.
Slash log slash Nginx slash error dot log program. X-ray traces. Sir, you didn't bust something? Something adding X-ray traces.
No.
Hello? No.
You're not adding it.
Right. You want to this config in an SSM parameter store? No. Program exits now.
Then I actually think that's all. So once someone accesses it, it should be on the CloudWatch as a file. So you should be able to access the log on the CloudWatch now, I think.
Only one way to find out.
Let me check let me access the link again. Okay, what's happening?
No one has tried to access anything. You've not tried to hit that endpoint now, so there's no real-time information dropping there.
I'm already. Oh, is it that it's not working? Talking on my hand.
Sorry there.
Oh, hold on. There is a new IP address. Can you drop it on the group?
Connection timeout.
It's
Wonder why.
the same IP.
Is your system, sorry, is your system that's lagging, or is the network? What's happening?
And I think my network is having. Yeesh.
I told you. UK's network is not strong.
What's going on? My network is good.
I think Trump is trying to attack your net. I guess Trump is not happy with your prime minister, so a lot of
Well,
things
the
is
issues
happening.
in the network.
Mr. Tulupe, go ahead. You can say something.
Good evening.
Hi, how you
Yeah,
doing?
so in the course of, yeah, I'm very well. In the course of catching up with the videos, I keep forgetting. There are times that you drop some resources. You drop it in the what's it called? Maybe Zoom or in the comment section. So for people who like watch videos, we don't get to, we
Oh,
don't
wow.
get, we don't have access to it.
So, the thing is, I think if
Yeah, like
you
this now,
still,
you dropped an IP address in the comment section. So there are some times that you drop some resources in the comment section. It could be a script.
okay. So, I think if I'm correct,
My network
if
is
you
very weak.
check,
It's very, very bad.
yeah, I notice it's lagging. So, but if you can hear me, right? What I'm saying is this: I'm sure that Teams the Teams sessions are still available on my platform, right? So at any point in time, you can always go back to that session with a title and see the chats from that session. But nonetheless, I think I will going forward when I drop any link on the chat, I'll also try to drop it on the group, okay? So that you all can get access to them. Okay? I hope that helps.
So the group is not created now. Logos are coming up.
How are we sure it's not network?
I already routed my network.
So okay, but you're not done now. You're not done. How are we sure
But
that your log agent is running? Go and check the script
Oh,
I
that's
sent to you.
true. You didn't finish running the script. Sorry, my bad. Yes.
mm, uh, I thought you stopped.
So now you've
But
checked this,
so
you've checked the status. You've checked the status and you can see
yeah,
it's stopped. And read the configuration status there. What did you see? Not what?
not configured.
Configured. Beautiful.
Configured.
So you need to go back, check the script again. You're going to see something you're going to use to. So what you saw up there is the configuration file. So you need to point the CloudWatch agent to the configuration file. And that's the third one, not that one. That one is to stop the agent if it was running. So you don't need it actually.
Sure.
So you don't need to. When you check the status, you saw that it was stopped, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that if you check the last command there, it says stop. So right now the agent is not running. So there's no point stopping it because it's already stopped. So what you want to do is to link the CloudWatch agent So the CloudWatch JSON file, the configuration file you've created. So which is the next line from the script you're working on now? The next line.
I should use this next line.
Exactly. Yes. You can press Control C. Right click. You've not pasted it.
I have. Okay. It's lagging very much.
Okay. Okay. All right. You can hit enter.
So I just hit enter.
Yeah. You can try to read the line to understand better. So you see that it's going to fetch the configuration. The agent is going to fetch the configuration. So you need sudo. So you just type sudo space bang bang or exclamation exclamation. All right. So what does it tell you? The first line, it says configuration validation, second phase succeeded. Configuration validation succeeded. Amazon agent has already been stopped. So you press the up arrow key to check the status again so you can see something. Good. Check the status. So what can you see? It tells you it's running and it's configured. So you're good to go. So instead of, you don't need to even start it again. I would have asked you to go to the script and copy the last one that says you should start the agent. But there's no point. Or, you know what? Just copy the last one. Copy the last one and paste it again. But it's still the same thing though, because it's pointing to it right now. It's still the same thing. Because you've already told him where to fetch the configuration file from. So that's how it works.
That was already started.
Okay, great. So can you check your log groups now?
Yeah, but give me just one.
Great job. Great job. So yeah, because
they're only the access point for now because there is no log for error group. For the error log.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So open it.
Yes, boss.
Yep.
Okay.
It's working.
Okay. Great job. Great job. So how about if we okay, I would have said we should use okay, so let's quickly wrap it up, right? So supposing we want to track a specific IP, right? Just like we can see multiple IPs there, right? So you want to be able to track, or you want to get a notification, or you want to trigger an alarm when a specific IP gets access to your server. You want to trigger, you understand? It's just like Mayday, 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 Mayday. An attacker just access to your server. You understand? So it might not necessarily be from the access logs, right? But what about if it's from the error logs? You understand? And then if it's from the error log file, right? And you are getting things like 404 error or 500 errors. You understand? So you can also create what is it called? You can send a notification to the developers or to the DevOps engineer to say that whenever you get up to 3 error logs or more, right? you should send them a notification so that they can check the server to check whatever the problem is. Because anything 500 error, we all know is an internal server issue. But if it's a 404, then we know that it's from the user's end, a client's error.
So
if you remember when we talked about the status code, HTTP status code. Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead. You want to ask a question?
I told myself.
Okay, I thought you said I should.
No,
I thought you wanted to say something.
I was saying client side. I was following you behind.
Okay. So that's just so we can do a lot of the things to these logs, right? We can do a whole lot of things. So if you scroll up, would you kindly scroll up so I'll show you something? So we'll just wrap it up already. It's already past 11. So scroll up, let me show you something. Or you can click that back to top at the bottom there. So you can take you, okay. So if you watch there you see action there, right? You see action there.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now you can also see different time stamps there. Do you understand? 1 minute, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 12 hours, and so on and so forth. Do you understand? So you can do a whole lot of things. You can download that report, you can analyze it, you can do a lot of things with it. Now, but you can filter it. That's the most important thing for me, right? You can create what we call a metric filter. You understand? What do I mean by metric filter? You know what? If you remember what I talked about metric, it's like insights. You understand? Regarding our information, you want to create a dashboard around something like this. Okay, select one of those values. Let me show you something. Select one of them, or if you can go backward, go backward again. Just go backward. I mean, just a step backward outside the log events. Just go back to the log group and select the access log itself. Yeah. So you can just click on okay, fine. Since there's access point there, okay, select it. Good. Now if you watch, you see action, click on the actions. So you see actions tab. So if you watch, there are different things there. So, but the most important one there is what is it called? Create metric filter. But there are a lot of things we can do. Okay, so like if you in cybersecurity, there's something we call anomaly detection. When something that is normal, when something that it's not supposed to be, right? Just like again, with respect to IP, right? If you know that your clients is within or maybe you set up an internal server for your company to test something, and then suddenly you are seeing a strange IP from a strange region or from somewhere you never expected. It's an anomaly. Do you understand? Good. So you can also configure what we call anomaly detections. You understand? So it can trigger and you can configure it such that it can trigger an alarm and notify you whenever such anomaly occurs so that you can take an action. You understand? So let's just click on that create metric filter. Let me show you something. Yeah, so if you come here, you can create a lot of filter. Maybe if you look at the events messages there, you're going to see different kinds of informations there. You understand? You're going to see this what you're seeing in that log event messages tab there is just different kinds of things that are possible in the access log files. Do you understand? If it was okay, you know what? Let me click on that drop down there. What you have selected there is custom log data. Click on it and select the access points. Good. So you can see these are all the information, right? So how about if we say we want to select a filter pattern, maybe devices from, maybe we want to point out Windows devices, or maybe we want or just like I said, we want to pick out a specific email. You understand? A specific IP address. Do you understand? So we can copy that IP address, right? So if you watch the first tab, the first column at the top there, it says enter filter pattern. What's the pattern? It says specify the terms or pattern to match in your log events. You understand? So it could be an IP, it could be something similar, a pattern. Do you understand what I mean? Something that repeats itself. Okay, for instance, how do you think antivirus works? I don't know why I'm using cybersecurity examples all this while. How do you think antivirus works? So every not every per se, but viruses, malwares, and every thing you can think that affects the computer, they have what we call a heuristic behavioral pattern. They have a pattern. There's a way some files behave, right? So sometimes some of them duplicate files, some of them slow down computer, some of them replicate themselves. If you try to create a folder, it will create two of that folder. It replicates itself. So those are behavioral patterns. You understand? So if you feed all those information to an antivirus software and say, always look out for this kind of patterns. You understand? If you see anything that behave in this kind of pattern, send an alarm and tell the person virus detected. If you've used an Avast back in the day, I don't know how many of you have used those kind of antivirus back in the day, like Avast, and you'll just be walking and the next thing you just hear is pum 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 pum, virus detected. It shouts, right? And you just have to I remember a client were working on the client literally screamed. I was like, no, 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 get away from my computer. Because they were scared. You understand? So it's just that those are different kinds of things to detect how the computers behave. You understand? Based on behaviors of different files. You understand? So that's the same analogy I'm trying to use here. You understand? So you want it to monitor the events in that lock group, but based on a specific pattern. It should filter all those events logs. You understand? Filter all of them and then pick a specific pattern so that whenever that pattern occurs, it can always detect it. So if you want to read more about it, that's why you can learn more about pattern syntax. You understand? So you can always click on that if you want to. But again, we can just copy the IP. You understand? So copy one of those IPs there. We can copy one of those IPs. Okay. Are you still there, Mr. Banjiko? So that we can wrap up. Are you still there? If you're talking, we can't hear you. I think you're muted. So just copy the IP 102.90.45.27. Maybe we want to. So just okay. Just copy the IP address we have there.
This one, the one
Yeah,
or
just
two.
yeah. Copy the IP.
Okay.
Yeah. So copy it and paste it on that place that say filter pattern. Paste it. Click there. Okay. Hold on first. Hold on. So there are different things. You see, you can use. It's giving you different suggestions. Do you want to use info, errors, warning, and all those things? Okay. 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 Oh my God. Right. I know we've overstretched the session, but I really hope this was valuable to you all. Let's see if he can wrap up the call quickly so we can end the session. Okay. Does anybody have a question? I really hope these sessions are very helpful to you all. I really hope. So I'm making sure that you all understand these things rather than just doing rush hour and then finish the session until you have taught you. Okay. Let's see. Let's wait a little bit, please.
So Chiva.
Okay, Chiva Bale, I'm with you.
Yeah, so this what we're doing now, is it the same thing you did in last class or you added more information?
Yeah, we're adding more information right now. This was not currently this information was not in the last session.
Okay.
I know you're tired, so sorry. It's almost 3 hours now.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
good. You're done, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to use
Oh, let me give you access because my neighbor called me, so I need to answer. I'll give you control.
Okay, that's fine.
I've given you control, sir.
Okay, so if you all can see, it's just the IP address we type in there. Okay, so just the IP address. So we'll just click on this place that says use this. You see that? So use this. Okay. So I use this, and if you watch closely, this is the access, the log where it's getting the log data from. So anytime it sees this IP, it's going to capture anything regarding to this IP. Do you understand? So if we come down here, I hope this is not confusing to anybody. So this is what we have here. Okay, so you can click on test pattern so that you can see the likely results that will occur. So if you watch right here, you see that event number occurred 1 times. You understand? So, okay, 4 times actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? 4 times we got this IP. So this particular IP accessed this server 4 times. Do you understand? So we can choose to do something. So first of all, let's click on next, and let's give the filter a name. You understand? So I'll just call it blacklisted. Blacklisted. Okay. All right. So, and I want to have a namespace for it. I'm going to namespace is all those sections you usually see on your monitoring tab in EC2, those kind of mini dashboards. Okay, so namespace. All right, so we can come here and say black list. Sorry, I didn't put the K. NS. Okay. I don't know if it accepts a dash, but I'll just a space, but I'll just put dash. So metric name, I'll just call it blacklist. Blacklist. All right. So I'll scroll down to see if there's anything. Metric value is the value published to the metric name when a filter pattern match occurs. Valid metric values are floating point number 199. Okay, let's just work with 1. So I just type 1. Default value is published to the metric. Okay, let's just let's leave everything the way it is here. Just click on next. All right, so we're good. I'll just scroll down and click on create metric filter. Okay, so we've created it. So the interesting thing with what we've done right now is this. So if we scroll down, we are going to see that this is what we've created right now. Okay, so we can do a lot of things with them. If we click on this to select it, if you look at the top, you can see a lot of things you can do. You can create an alarm. You understand? You can create an alarm from it. So all this thing I'm doing is from this end, right? You can also come here and by the left-hand side and click on alarms and do whatever you want to do. But let's just click on create alarm. Okay. So if I click on create alarm, please, I want you to notice what is going to happen. I don't know how many of you have heard about SNS. We have SNS, Simple Notification Service, and we have SES, Simple Email Service. Do you understand? Simple Notification Service and Simple Email Service. Okay, great. So now I'm trying to create an alarm. Oh, great. All right. So you are taking charge, right?
No, you can continue, sir.
Okay. So if you watch here, right, you're going to see different kinds of things, right? So, but just to keep these things very, very simple, right? I'll just come here and say sum. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's see. What I have there is some. I'll scroll down within the period of how many minutes? Do I say 5 minutes? Because of our time, I'll just say within the period of 1 minute. Okay, so I'll just scroll down and say, so remember that the statistics we are using here is sum, right? So what I'm going to do there is this and say, whenever that metric is greater than, okay, can you see greater than or equal to a specific number? You understand? Greater than or equal to a specific number. So you can come here and put the number you want to. Do you understand? I can come here and put 3. So in other words, that IP addresses, if it appears 3 times, we should trigger an alarm. Do you understand? Okay. So I hope this is not confusing to anybody. Okay. So whenever blacklist is greater than or equal to 3, okay, that's what this is telling you. Okay. I can scroll down and yeah, click on next. So now it wants to create the alarm. If you know anything about alarm, you know that alarm has 3 states. 3 states. In alarm, okay, and insufficient data. Okay, so when you've created the alarm, it's going to tell there's what we call okay states, there's what we call in alarm states, and then there's what we call insufficient data. There's you've not created sufficient data for the alarm to be triggered. Do you understand? So now we're going to leave everything the way it is. So once we've been able to create the alarm and the alarm is running, it will be in okay state. Do you understand? All right. So now the way AWS creates alarms is with the help of something we call SNS. Do you understand? Simple notification service. All right. So just so that I don't make this session too lengthy, okay, and we've not used anyone, I can come here on the search bar and type SNS. Do you see that? And it's going to show this pop-up. All right, click this and open this in a new tab. All right. And while this is opening in a new tab, I'll try to check and see if I have any active topic. Okay. What you call topic is it's like saying campaign. If you've ever sent a bulk SMS before, okay, I know some of you are not aware. Do you know that some people use this SNS to send bulk SMS or bulk emails to people? Well, just be careful so you don't get some charges. But yes, some people do that. Okay, so we can do all those things, simple notification services. So if you watch here, there are 2 topics right now. 2 topics right now. So you can click here called topics. Okay. And if there are any topics, you're going to see them here. Okay. Can you see? These are the ones already created here. I think probably Mr. Banjoko created them before, but we can't see any topic here that we want. So we'll go back to this previous tab. Okay. And decide to create ours. Okay. So we can use the existing one if we want to by choosing existing and clicking on this search bar. And from the results here, we are going to choose the ones here. You see that? But I don't want that. I'll just say create a new topic for me. Do you see that? Okay, good. So I can use this default name if I want to use that. Default CloudWatch alarms topic. Oh, that's fine. Or I can come here and say something like emergency rescue needed urgently. All right. So that's the topic. All right. So now email endpoints that will receive. So which person's email do you want us? So okay, it says invalid notification list name. SNS topic can contain only alphanumeric characters and underscores. So it doesn't want hyphens and underscore. So let's so it doesn't want those spaces. So let's close all those spaces that I opened there. Sorry. Is it lagging or I'm the one doing it? Hold on. Are you typing? Needed. This. Okay, let's. I'm editing those things there. So rescue. Okay. All right, good. Emergency rescue needed. Huh? Even though that doesn't make sense. So I'll just put a dash there so that anybody can read it easily. I'll put a dash there again. Rescue. I'll put a dash. And I'm slow because it's kind of lagging. So emergency rescue needed urgently. Good. So the email. So who wants to give us his email to use for this purpose? Or as many emails as possible. How many of you have your email you want us to practice this with? Banjoko, you can also give us your email too, so we can put it here. And so you can take as many emails as possible. So you can paste your email there. You can type your email, please, Mr. Banjoko. And then any other person that has an email, we can also put it there and separate them with a comma. Shotigbo. Okay, Ekushe. That's good. Thank you. So so you can put comma, right? Banjoko, and let's get this one. Okay, you know what? Let's all right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. You can copy. You can. I mean, can you copy some of the emails they've shared? I think 2 people shared their emails. So let's copy it from the chat box and paste it. Yes, please. Let's copy both of them. Okay, put a comma again. All right, good. So let's click on create topic. Okay, can you see create topic? All right, good.
But I won't know. Is that your IP address?
Which we are not working with any IP. I don't know who owns the IP. Yeah, I don't know who owns the IP. I just hope that the person has not gone offline. so okay. So now we've created the topic, right? So but we need to send something we call notification. Okay. So if you click on that add notification, so you see something. Can you click on add notification? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I touched it just to be on it.
I did put my phone on fire. I've made it nice.
All right. So I think everything is good. Okay, click on that. Let's see. Send notification to. Hold on. On that, let's click on that. Send notification to that search bar there. Okay, select that one. Okay, good. And scroll down. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think that's all. Scroll down and just click on. We don't want to do anything else. So all these things are extra services that we can do with it. So click on next. Okay, click on next. All right, good. So let's give the alarm a name. All right. I don't know if it wants to, but go ahead. So now if you watch hold on. Can you see this description? It's like saying the email. You understand? So the content of your, okay, I think I missed that section. You know what? Go back to previous. Let's see something. There was something I was supposed to, like a preview, or I don't think it's here. Okay. Okay, go. Just click on next. Click on next. Let me quickly wrap up. Click on next. Let's go. Okay, click inside there. Click inside there. Yeah. Yeah, go back to the edits. So click inside here and just type anything like Mayday, and then something just occurred. Go and check and go and fix the issue now. Anything, just any description, anything. I'll come to the rescue. Something just happened, or the IP has I think there's an intruder, something like that. So it's the kind of message you want the person to receive. Do you understand? Like you are composing the email.
If
structure. Good. So let's click on next. All right, good. So it's previewing it. So I think that's all. So click on the last one at the bottom. It's just showing you everything. So create the alarm. Okay, there was error while creating your alarm. Alarm actions must not contain repeats. Wait, did you repeat something?
Okay. This edit.
Okay, you added it
see,
2 times.
You know, you told me to add.
Okay, yeah. So remove. Just click on one. Okay, thank you. Create alarm. Okay, good. So if you watch, the alarm currently is in insufficient data state. Do you see that? So now, but there's something that happens. You need to go to your SNS and go and see the subscription and approve. You understand? But first of all, go to everybody that provided their email address. You will see them. They've sent you a message on your email. Go and check. You're going to see an email waiting for you there. So you need to approve that this email one is going to be receiving notification. You understand? That's it. AWS notification subscription confirmed. Okay, great. So confirm it. Otherwise, you say you can see, okay, great. Now you've confirmed it. Now, so let's go to the SNS. Go back to there. You're supposed to see, what is it called? So refresh this page. Refresh this page. So you're supposed to see the third topic here. Good. Click on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, beautiful. So 2 is confirmed. Scroll down. Let's see. I thought it was 3. Okay. So the third person, which is I think Madam Azizat, she has not confirmed the email yet. Okay. So but ideally we can see how it works, right? You're going to see that pending confirmation until the person confirms that yes, that email is going to be used for receiving notification. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So now, so I can see deleted there. I don't know if he refused it or not. So, but that's fine. So let's go.
I didn't refuse. It's saying
okay.
subscription confirmed on my end.
Okay, so I'm wondering why it said deleted, but that's fine. Can we now go and so let's go and check let's go to the alarm. Okay, let's go to the alarm. At the same time, let's go and initiate. Can we get those 2 people try to refresh this page? Just refresh it. So insufficient data state. So it doesn't have enough data for the alarm to be triggered. That's what it's trying to say. So can we get you, Abdulwasiu, and you two, Mr. Banjoko, can you from your other side try to be accessing it? Let's see. Okay. So I don't know who has that particular IP.
I think it's yours.
Me? Okay, no problem. I'll just also be trying it from my end too. Okay. I'll try to access it from my end. So once it has gotten that IP 3 times, within 1 minute, it's going to trigger it. Do you understand? It's going to trigger the alarm, and then an email will be sent to you. I hope this makes sense to us. We understand what's going on.
Yes. And that's not the IP.
You said that's not what?
No, the IP was checking for this thing. The Nginx web page. Okay.
Trying to get it.
Okay, just refresh it.
Okay, it's working for me. I've refreshed it like 3-4 times too. So let's check the alarm. Refresh it. Let's see. Let's see.
Yes, the person that owns it is not online. Amazing.
So, but if you look at the right side, you can see that the alarm has been enabled. You understand? But it's just that it doesn't have enough data yet. In other words, it has not reached up to 3 times. If you check the metric, you understand? So you can see the dashboard. This is the metric we are looking at for that blacklist that we created. You understand? So I don't know who that particular IP is. So we can also go and check the logs to see.
Can we not change the?
So let's check the logs.
The IP.
Yeah, you mean that metric that we created, right?
Yeah, like the IP it should recognize.
Yeah, we can go and edit. I believe so. We can edit that metric stuff.
The latest log.
I don't think that person is here, right? Based on what we're seeing.
The person is here. This is it.
No, it's one or something.
No, it's not it. Just use the last this thing. Let's see if we can change it to the last IP there. Oh, yes, it has triggered.
You've gotten an email, right?
The alarm has triggered.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten an email on my end. I've gotten an email.
Okay, good. So can you take a screenshot and show us the email? So, but hold on. Let's.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you've also gotten alarm 911 in US East North Virginia. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Mayday. Okay, great, awesome. So the suspected IP is accessing your infrastructure. Okay, great. So, but let's go to that alarm so that we can see that it is not still showing insufficient data, so that we can see how it works. Okay. Click on that alarm so that we can go back.
Delete it.
Yes, just click on the alarms. Yeah. So it's currently in alarm state. You see the difference? In alarm state is different from OK state, and is different from insufficient data state.
Insufficient.
Is this difficult? So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're going to stop here. We're going to stop here. We have overstretched. We've overstretched. So I believe at least we learned something. Right?
Time to eat.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, now do have a great night rest.
Have a good night, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody. Good night, Madam Seidat. Good night, Zizat. Good night, Rusland. All right, let me stop the recording.
Good night.
Okay, Madam. Click and stop recording.